NuubCast.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another NuubCast. This is Blomus, and this is a PvP on Shake Yo Honey Plateau. That's right, baby. It's the P, the famous P. No, it's not famous. It's Zirin. And it is Digital Hobo. I freaking knew what league these guys were, and now I can't remember. Grab nabbit. I can't remember. Anyway, welcome to NuubCast. If you're unfamiliar, we are all about shining the light of esports on its lowliest members, those who are not professionals, those who are in lower leagues, proving time and time again the axiom that good games can be had, enjoyed at any level, and entertainment is the order of the day in StarCraft 2. That's right. We do a little bit of education here, not a whole lot. It's not our main guide. We are not day 9. We are not going to try to help you to be a better gamer all the time, but if opportunity does present itself, we will throw what little educational tidbits we can at your face. And in the meantime, we are all about, showing off you lower leaguers. For some reason, this volume is so dang loud in my ears. I don't know if it's loud in your ears. I don't know if my controlling the volume here has anything to do with how loud it is for you. Hopefully not. But anyhow, Zirin getting his scout on and doing it wrong so far. He is going to eventually head over here and see his opponent, who is getting double gas. And balling it up. Zirin looking like he is staying on a single gas and perhaps going for the old 4-gate. But his opponent here, we got the double gas, 2 in each, made popular by Naniwa in the GSL. I think, pretty sure he was the first one to do it. The one to popularize that kind of, he and Sase. 2 Protosses practicing together in Korea. Though no longer, if you saw the real talk with Naniwa, then you know that, that Naniwa and Sase, those still friends, have had a little bit of a, not a falling out, but, as can be expected when you spend a lot of time, all your time with a single person, there can be moments where it gets tiresome to be around that person, and that's just normal. Nothing wrong with that. Looking like Zirin gonna try and do some kind of multi-gate pressure. We got 3 so far. I'm not seeing a 4th yet. Still only on 1 gas. So this is your prototypical 4-gate type build. Zealot gonna wait for Stalker perhaps to come and do the early pressure. Look at that. Stalker is going to find the probe and the pylons, who's going to be able to knock that down. No problem. Warp gate is about to be finished for both players. I'm at 3/4 of the way. Not really. Got some time. Reds is going to be finished first, though. And Digital Hobo putting a pylon on the low ground. That is not the same as this. And here is the initial exchange. We're going to get a... Oh, I don't like that force field. I think he should have kept the Zealot upstairs and killed that. Looks like Digital Hobo is going to lose this pylon, though. But his warp gates are complete. He's got 3 gateways and a robo finishing now. He's going to be able to go down and chase this away immediately. But here comes more of Zirin's forces, and he's going to be able to turn around and do some damage here. And he's got flanking stalkers from the side. Zirin going to be doing some real damage here. And Digital Hobo has no recourse but to run away. And a force field does just barely lock out the stalkers. That was definitely offline though. That's not the kind of force field you want. Zirin has the vision on the high ground, is going to be able to warp in tech, but now getting this pylon here as well. But again, here comes Digital Hobo. He's going to have an immortal out here in just a couple seconds, and he's going to be able to charge down this ramp, do all kinds of damage. Zealots coming in for Zirin. Nice force field. And he can basically hold this now until he has as much as he wants to get down there and charge it. Oh, but he's supply locked. No. That's brutal. Here comes Zirin again, now getting to steal that stalker for free, but he does lose his own stalker as well. I think that was his. And it looks like Zirin is actually backing off here. Not a bad decision. And he has expanding behind this aggression. And he's going to lose a bunch of pylons here, probably all of them. And of course, if you are being sieged like that by your opponent, you want to make sure you run out, check your perimeter, look for these pylons that are bound to be out and around the area. Let's see, anything tech-wise? Zirin adding a couple of gates and a robot. I like this. That way everything's going to be done. All your gates are going to be done before or at the same time as your nexus is, and therefore as soon as you're able to get your economy rolling, your buildings are right there with you. As soon as you populate that base, bam, you've got your buildings up and ready. You can warp in 6 units at a time, continue with your Robotech, Defenders of the Universe. Actually, that's Voltron. FYI. Many immortals coming out here for Digital Hobo, which, by the way, is a pretty darn cool name. This is me stirring up my iced tea. Sounds delicious, doesn't it? Oh, it's just got all that ice in there. Nice and cold, condensation dripping off the side of the bottle. Oh, makes you want to go get a beverage, doesn't it? A tasty beverage. Except I hate when the condensation drips all over my desk. And, ugh, makes a big mess. As for watching these probes mine, so exciting. Lots of immortals coming out here. Yeah, these immortals are going to make quick work of these stalkers. Zirin will have a hard time holding this if Digital Hobo decides to push. He's got enough sentries where he can force field and pull some units down if he wants. And he is going to push the ramp. Now, the Zirin not force fielding, which is terrible. Not even Guardian Shield, nothing. Zirin, there's some force fields. But they don't get any of the immortals, so Digital Hobo really, that was a good one, that last one. All the oh no, all the immortals are coming up. He's got to get in there. Zirin still has one sentry. I don't think he has a force field left. No, he doesn't. Now he doesn't have any sentry. Now the probes are being pulled. The stalkers are up. And these stalkers are all going to die very quickly. But here come the zealots. And oh, very nice force fields from this final sentry from Digital Hobo. Oh my goodness. With 1 HP left, that sentry, like, just saves the day pretty much. Those zealots could have done all kinds of damage. That was for 2 perfect force fields from Digital Hobo. And look at all these sentries being warped in here from Zirin. And now, with a expansion obliterated, Digital Hobo is going to run away, or at least walk away, which is pretty smart. Pretty smart. I think if... yeah, I don't know what Zyron's going to do now. He's got pretty... The thing is, the supply is not that far off. Digital Hobo's observer is here. He's going to see everything. But Digital Hobo's expansion is working. He's not getting any more gas. Oh, did I miss a drop? How was there a drop? How was there... It must not have been a drop. It must have been a run by, because unless I'm completely oblivious. Holy crap. Alright, I'm going to do something I never do. Never, ever, ever do. I never, ever, ever, ever do this. But I need to... Oh, there was a Warp Prism. Holy crap, am I stupid. And I am going to back this up even more. Oh my goodness, please! Can we just frickin' go back to fucking 12 minutes already? Holy shit. These guys were in there forever. 10 minutes. I was totally not looking at the minimap. This is completely my fault. I did not see the Warp Prism being made because it's not being made yet. Wow. And holy crap, this is happening. Here, look at the minimap, and Digital Hobo's forces are moving across. And here's the warp in here. Not even engaging here. I wonder if Digital Hobo even knows about these zealots. He's warped in some zealots of his own to try and prevent this. And then he charges in over here. And he's still trying to clean this up. Does have zealots working on and killing lots of probes here. I didn't even know about this. It was going on the entire time. Holy crap. Digital Hobo losing all of his probes, never moving them off. Holy free holies. And slow to warp in. He's actually warping in over here. He definitely does not know about this until just now. Or something. Or he doesn't care. Because this fight is still going on, and we see the two really nice force fields and a third on a 1 HP sentry, which is just great. And, but man, I thought that Digital Hobo was way ahead, but actually he's not. In fact, he lost so many probes. This is basically one base on one base, so all things are equal. And look at, Zirin wants to warp in some more. He's going to add another zealot. And just to see the minimap, Digital Hobo's finally left, and he's just now starting to focus down the Warp Prism, and these zealots are going to work, and the Warp Prism does go down, and with some micro, the zealots do go down as well. Pardon me, not enough micro. Wow. I can't believe it. Look at all these sentries. Oh my goodness. Zirin is not messing around. He plans on doing some serious force fielding. But 49 to 58 supply. Digital Hobo, in spite of all that, still doing alright. Definitely still ahead. I want to check the units tab real quick. 26 probes to 19. A significant advantage. And feels like Ziran or Zertan, or whatever the heck I've been calling him, is about to be all in, and he gets a couple of those zealots pretty much for free. He's going to lose the zealot himself. But look at all these sentries. My goodness, what does he expect to do with that? He's going to tickle those immortals with all those sentries? Look, he even made more he's bringing in. What do you think is happening here, bro? So much gas. Could have made 3 immortals for all that. And actually had a chance in the battle you're about to try. There's another force field working here for Zirin, so let's not lose sight of that one again. We're 78 to 53 supply here. And so many sentries with only 3 stalkers. I can't imagine what he is thinking here. That composition is redonkulous, and the spread in supply is just getting wider and wider. And the Warp Prism is on his way. On his way to Digital Hobo's base. There is a Stalker back there. I'm trying to keep an eye up. And the Stalker is wise to the Warp Prism, so he is getting back out of there. He's going to swing right around and come back in to reinforce his units, which is not a bad idea. It's always good to have a Warp Prism on the ground with your army if you can. Especially against Zerg, because the early units can't shoot up. And it's really powerful against roaches and lings, because they can't kill your probe once you are, you know, once you've engaged in the battlefield. And here comes what could be the push. I don't really get it, and I don't agree with it. I think if you're Zirin at this point, you need to go home and just kind of wait and hope you can get your economy back, because, you know, he did a lot of damage to Digital Hobo too, and you can't really be expecting him to come in and kill him, and he's just throwing away units at this point. And as you see, the supply getting further and further apart for these players, and Digital Hobo's going to be able to run out and just lay waste to these guys as soon as he decides that he wants to. He's actually getting himself a nice bank of minerals too, so he could drop a few more warp gates if he wanted. Looks like he is going to move out. And here's the engagement. Force fields down for Zirin. He's making a lot of force fields, but I don't think they're going to do anything. He is really doing a good job of separating this army, and he can still do more. He can still be making force fields. Still. But it's not enough. He doesn't have nearly enough units. He's going to have enough to run away. But if the supply is just way too much to overcome, it's 60 supply difference, and Digital Hobo just going to run right up and wreck shop. Still has all three of the Immortals that he made the first attack with. Can't really hope. Observer goes down. I'm looking for a GG anytime here, Brohan. Anytime here, Ziran. Interesting play. I apologize for backing up the replay and completely, but you know, when you miss a huge engagement like that where all those zealots killed all those probes, it really is game changing if you miss it, so hopefully it's not too big of a deal. I rarely ever do that. I'm not saying I rarely miss things on the minimap, because I definitely often miss things on the minimap, but I rarely go back and look at them if I do. So Zirin, not content to give up, even though he's down by 60 supply, and he's got more zealots warping in over here, and there's the GG. Finally giving it up, and warping in more sentries. I just don't understand. What are you going to do with sentries? Warp in some stalkers, Holmes. And there's the GG. GG! Just for shits and giggles. Keep climbing that ladder, guys.